everyone, welcome back. I'm the City Witch. So we're going to be doing your free monthly reading for the month of April, and I've decided to work with the dragons for this month. I felt very called to do so. So I'm really excited to see what messages they hold for you guys. So as always, we have group 1, 2 and 3. So all you need to do is select the group that you feel most drawn to. To do that, pause the video, concentrate on each group and use your instincts and intuition to be drawn to the correct group that holds the message for you. You can even envision dragons while you do this and connect to your dragon guides if you know how to do that. So take a moment to pause the video and select your group for me, and then I'll provide you with your reading. So now you've took a moment to select, let's start with group 1. So with group 1, we have the Mirrors card and Illuminari. So with the Mirrors card, this is all about reflection. So it's time to reflect. So you guys in group 1 are going to be closely inspected and looked at. Now, we often see ourselves within others and they in us. And sometimes this can be a trigger. So when we meet a new person, often there's something about them we don't like, and that's because we're actually seeing ourselves within them and something about ourselves that we don't like. So this can cause us to deflect and also become very defensive. It's rare that we look in a mirror and we see positives. We always tend to hyper focus upon things like our negatives, our flaws, our scars. We tend to pick on ourselves and say statements like, I'm not beautiful, I'm not pretty enough, I don't feel sexy, oh, I'm fat, or I put on weight, or oh, these clothes don't look good on me. We're always picking on ourselves, and we're always our biggest, worst critics, and we're always really nasty to ourselves as well. So mirrors is all about taking a good long look in the mirror, seeing our flaws, our scars, our negatives, our weaknesses, but embracing them, recognizing they're part of who we are and that they don't have to be fixated on as such a big negative. You can see them as a shadow part of yourself, embrace them, control them, and work towards the positive, turning that weakness into a positive instead. And that's what mirrors is all about. It's about looking at your reflection and being able to see the beautiful soul before you, no matter how scarred, flawed, or whatever issues that you've been experiencing. It doesn't matter, it's all trivial. It doesn't make you who you are, they're just a part of you. There is a much bigger picture to look at, and the bigger version of you, where you can see you as a whole individual, is much bigger than that tiny scar or that tiny issue that you're fixating on within a mirror. Okay, so mirrors is all about that. And then Illuminari is the dragon that helps you see what is invisible. He helps illuminate things for you. So it's time to remove the mask and stand in your power and your truth. It's time to stop resisting change, and it's time to recognize some hard truths about yourself. So this coincides really nicely with the Mirrors card, because here you're fixating on your negatives, right? But here this is talking about, resisting facing up to some hard truths about yourself. And some of those hard truths is probably that you've bullied yourself, picked on yourself, been really tough on yourself, and that you've not been showing yourself some appreciation and some love lately. And by focusing on all these negatives, you've got this very negative opinion of yourself, and that is impacting your day-to-day life. So the dragons are kind of telling you guys in group 1 that enough, you need to stop doing this, okay? Because you're being ruled by fear, and you're ignoring these parts of yourself that let you know that you can be a stronger, better person. We all have flaws, we all have faults, we all have scars, and we all have some sort of anxiety or trauma that happened to us as we grow up. Some of these traumas aren't even related to this lifetime, they're related to past lives, and they're things that we need to work through and recognize. And when we recognize them, we suddenly have control. We have power, and we can step into our truth once we embrace that part of ourselves and work through it in order to heal. And as soon as we heal, we grow. So for you guys, the month of April is all about growth. It's all about recognizing your flaws, your scars, and instead of hyper-focusing on them, saying to yourself, they're part of who I am, and they'll always be part of who I am, but I can heal the traumas caused as a result of those scars, of those impurities, those flaws, and I can choose to rise above it and be a more powerful version of myself. And I can embrace my power, my sexuality, my beauty, because I am beautiful, and I can choose to heal and move forward in life and embrace the next steps. That I can take those next steps on my journey. So that's what you guys need to be able to say to yourselves in group 1. Now, this isn't going to be easy, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you might be repulsed by this first message, because you're kind of going, oh, I'll look at my flaws, or maybe even some of you are denying them, because part of Illuminari is that some of you hide behind a mask and you deny that there's even any flaws or problems in the first place. You are resisting facing up to these hard truths about yourself, that you're not a perfect individual. Nobody's perfect, but you like the world to think you're perfect. And because of that mentality, you're not actually dealing with these issues. You're sweeping them under the rug and hoping they'll go away, or that no one notices them. And you put on a pretty mask and you go out and you do your day-to-day activities and you hide behind that mask, but it's not the true you. And the dragons want to see the true you. They want you to embrace who you are, warts and all. So it's going to be a enlightening, eye-opening month for you guys. And I do think perhaps, even though you guys are your toughest critic and you are fixating on your own flaws, I think the hardest thing will be when someone else recognises your flaws and points out some of these negative aspects of your personality to you. And then I think that's when you'll face up to the truth and start to deal with whatever's going on, because someone else has pointed out to you, which means there's cracks in the mask. It means that you being able to deflect on others isn't working anymore. It means your usual tactics have been sussed out. And that is a game changer, let's face it. If you've been able to hide up till now and you're no longer able to hide, that's scary, that's terrifying. So I do truly think for you guys in group 1, it's going to be a month of growth. It's going to be a month of learning to accept yourself, embrace who you are, and recognize you're not perfect, but nobody is, and it's okay. So that is your message for April. So a lot of tough transformations for you guys, but I do think it'll be worth it in the end, because remember what Mirrors said, you are an extremely powerful person. There's no reason to deflect or get defensive. You can embrace your truth, speak your truth, and step into your power. And Illuminari is going to help you do that. He is the dragon of inner strength, and he's going to guide you through this journey, and he is the one who's going to help you embrace who you are. And you don't have to be ashamed of your scars, your weaknesses, or your flaws. It's okay to be weak. It's okay to cry. It's okay to have faults and flaws. And you know what? The scars mean that you're a survivor. Never forget that. So let's move on to group 2. Okay, so for you guys in group 2, we have Rose and we have the Divine Feminine. So Rose is a lovely card that concentrates all on the heart. So with this card, the biggest message is we all live in 2 worlds. One of understanding, logic and thinking, and the other one ruled by emotion, our heart and how we feel. So this card talks about your heart, which has lately been neglected. So when Rose comes up, this tiny, cute little pink and purple dragon is kind of saying it may be time to let go of someone in your life that has been causing you great pain. Now, this is someone that is so dear to you that they are in your heart. It's somebody you probably have a long-standing relationship, friendship, or connection with, and it's going to be extremely difficult for you to let them go. But this person has become toxic, they've become negative, and you know what, they have been bullying you, picking on you and attacking you in one form or another, and you've been taking the punches and the hits because you want to be supportive and you want to be there for them. And I also kind of feel with Rose that you guys have been doing this because that person that's attacking you, that loved one in your life, they're going through something really tough right now, like really tough. So you've been letting them come at you in this way, forgiving them because you understand where they're coming from. You guys are so gentle, so understanding, so loving and supportive, but enough's enough. You can't keep allowing yourself to be bullied and hurt like this. The pain coming through is very powerful. So I kind of feel like it's time to let go. With Rose, she's saying let go. This may be a friendship that has gone sour, and that friendship, by holding on to it, by trying to keep it in your life, you block yourself from embracing a new friendship, a new connection, a new partner. You are holding on so tightly to this person. But unfortunately, this person's going to do you great harm on an emotional level. I think, there could be some emotional scarring on the way if this continues. There needs to be a line in the sand, and you need to be able to draw the line in the sand and say enough is enough. Don't push me over this line. Don't do this to me, because nobody deserves to be treated that way. So for you guys in group 2, for the month of April, you've got a very, very tough decision to make. Now, you can continue as you are. You can continue to try and help this person. But in all honesty, I do feel like this person's a bit of a lost cause. I think you've put your all into it for a long, long time, probably a lot longer than they deserved. And it is probably time to let them go. If you carry on as you are and they carry on doing what they're doing, far more damage is going to be done in the long run, because you know what, most people don't actually see the reality of the situation and what they're doing until they've lost someone special. So maybe by losing you, they will recognize what they were doing and they will get the help they need and they will heal, and then they can come back into your life in the future healed, whole, and apologizing and building back that bond they once had with you. You don't have to permanently burn bridges. You can temporarily walk away from a situation in order to protect and heal yourself. And I feel that's what's going on here with Rose. And then it's backed up by the Divine Feminine. So this is a card that talks about your personal power and how strong you truly are, and that sometimes you need to be able to make necessary changes when required. And sometimes those changes, those decisions are very, very difficult. So with the Divine Feminine, this is about reassurance. It's about telling you it's okay to let go of this person and this toxic situation. And it's what's best for you at this time in order to protect yourself, and that you are strong enough to be able to do this. It's not going to be easy, and it's not meant to be easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it. This card, this dragon, is kind of about informing you that it's time to release that which does not serve you. It's time to do this so that you can grow. I also kind of feel as well, for those of you who are kind of thinking, oh, I don't feel like I've got anyone in my life toxic, there's a secondary message kind of coming through for me here, saying that some of you are coming to an end of a project or something big you've been working on. And as it comes to a close, you're kind of thinking, what's going on? What's my next steps? And, what's going to happen when this completes? Well, this completion is going to be positive, and you are going to reap the rewards from this, okay? Because Rose is all about the heart, so it implies big positive energy, feeling a sense of accomplishment, achievement, and true happiness. And with the Divine Feminine, it implies that it's going to be very, very rewarding as well for you, and you are going to be on a really positive path of success. So if it's not about a person that's been treating you badly and has been toxic towards you, it's about an imminent completion of a project that you are going to reap the rewards from, and you are going to see the benefits of that, and you're going to feel so positive and so good about yourself, because you know what, you did that, you created that, you completed that project. It was all you. Now, you didn't necessarily do it alone, but you bore the brunt of it, you led it, and you are the one who made it successful through your hard work and dedication. And you need to give yourself a pat on the back, and you know what, credit where credit's due. So you are going to get recognised for that, and it is going to open more and more doors for you to success and further future opportunities. So well done to you guys. So let's move on to group 3. Okay, so you guys in group 3, we've got Universe and Soul Guardian. Ooh, this is very interesting. So with the Universe Dragon, this one is all about, it's basically telling me you guys have been working to manifest a great and powerful change in your life, and you've been working to manifest this for a very, very long time, and you've kind of felt like you're not being heard. You've been manifesting, you've been focusing, you've been doing all of the usual steps that people say you need to do when you want to manifest something. You've been keeping up with a manifestation journal, you've been lighting a candle every day, putting your prayers and wishes out there. You've been really concentrating on this change, this transformation, and you've put a lot of physical effort in as well. This isn't just all on the universe. But this card and this dragon wants me to tell you, you've been heard. Loud and clear, they have got your message, okay? Your call has been heard, and your guides will show you the way. I sense strongly from this card that you have felt lost or blocked, and that's why you're working to manifest a change in your life. And this block or this feeling of being lost has been going on for a very long time. So this is a positive message for you guys in group 3. This is saying the path is now clear. The divine has been working on it for you, and they are now showing you the way. Now with Soul Guardian, so this is your guides speaking to you now, and they are saying in order for you to walk your path and even see your path and how clear it is, you need to be open to the signs from spirit, okay? Now this requires that you be not only patient in order to let these signs come through, you also need to have the ability to listen and look, because you could easily, receive a message or an omen. So you've received it because you've been looking for it, but have you listened to it? Have you understood it? So you need to make sure that you are ready to receive those omens and messages that are going to guide you on your path, show you the direction you should be going in. It's going to lead you to this manifestation you've been working on. So you need to be open to that. You need to understand the message and know what's coming through, and you need to be welcoming that guidance into your life as well. And it's probably going to come in really unforeseen ways. I feel like for you guys in group 3 that you're expecting it to come through in a very specific way because that's what you've asked for, and that's not what you're going to get. I kind of feel like your messages took a long time to be heard by the universe because there was a few things you were doing wrong, or maybe repetitively you were doing the same thing, and eventually you tried something new, and that's what clicked. And because of that click, your message has only just now been heard. So now it's been heard, you are going to start to see some synchronicities. There's going to be some omens coming in, some signs and symbols. So look out for repeating of numbers. Look out for certain symbols coming up all the time. So if you see, a tiger one day, and then the next day you see another symbol of a tiger, and then another, look up what a tiger means. There's a message of a tiger coming through very clearly. Think about the omens and symbols that you're seeing on a day-to-day basis. Think about the words coming through, or a particular song that keeps repeating on the radio every single day. There's a message within that for you. So be aware that some of these messages and the guidance that you're going to be given is going to come to you in a really unusual and almost bizarre way. I don't know why I want you to use the word bizarre, but I'm going to go with it, guys. Bizarre. It's going to come to you in a bizarre way, and when you recognize that and you truly understand that omen, that message that's coming through, it's going to show you the direction you need to go in, and it's going to be like a light bulb switching on. You're going to go, aha, I now know what I need to be doing. I know the direction I need to go in. And as you walk that path, you're going to see your wish manifesting coming into your life. And I actually can tell you it's going to happen within the space of 6 months. So whatever you're asking for, 6 is coming up for me. 6 months it's going to be, okay? It might be sooner if you work on it and you recognize those omens and symbols quickly, but if you're a bit slow on the draw and you miss some of them, it's going to be the full 6 months, guys. But that's what I'm seeing for you. So pay attention. It's going to be super important that you pay attention so you don't miss anything. And that's what I've got for you guys. So really exciting for you guys. I really hope that you start to see these signs and omens. And you know what? I really hope you guys get what you've been trying to manifest, because I think you deserve it. That blockage that I was feeling, it was slow and sluggish. And it just, it really felt like you guys have been lost or trapped and blocked for a while. And I do think you need this fresh energy and guidance in your life. And it's going to lead you down a bright, wonderful path. I just know it. So I really hope for the best for you guys. And if anybody knows what I'm talking about, and if you know what you've been manifesting and you want to share it, please go ahead and comment. I would love to know what you've been manifesting and if it actually comes to you within the next 6 months. And that's all I've got for you guys today. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the April free reading. If you'd like to click the bell and follow me, then you will be warned of my next readings that come out. They always come out the first of every month, so that you will receive your monthly guidance. And if you have any questions, please comment. I will get to them as soon as I can. If you'd like to offer light, love and support to my channel for these free readings, you can do that through Patreon or through my Amazon wishlist. And thank you very much for those of you who choose to support me. I do appreciate it. And if you'd like to contact me for a professional reading, you can do that through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or via email, and all the links are provided, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Blessed be.